Hello and welcome to the Microsoft Publisher application course. We will continue with the creating and working with text in a publication. And we will look at the topics: correcting spelling in your publication and replacing words using Thesaurus. So let's pull up our practice publication, and here what we can do is, let's say we change the text here to PowerTech-Computers is your choice. Now we're going to use that later anyway. So to practice with spelling or error correction, let's type a word, real, enter. So the moment you incorrectly spell something, Publisher underlines it or highlights it with a red line. This is what you see here. And to correct that spelling, what you need to do is you can simply right click it, and under the option you see that it will suggest to you to use the word where, if that is what you want, or you can ignore it, or you can add it to the dictionary if it's a word that you want to keep as part of your dictionary. Another way is you can just go to spelling. So if I do where, then it changes it to where. So let's say we type another one, real, and we type big, big C, for example. And let's say we type here Lino, hopefully, let's say Linus. I'm just trying to look for any word that it will underline. And one thing you can do is right click this one and you can say spelling instead of taking from there one at a time. So let's say spelling, and then it will bring up the spelling, the word Linus. It says not in dictionary, so you can either add it to dictionary, or you ignore what you're doing and just leave it, or you can change it to any word you think it's appropriate. Otherwise, if you don't find any appropriate word in this suggestion box, you can also just change it here by saying, let's say we want to type Linux operating system, okay? And if you do that, you can say change, and immediately it will pick the next one and it will make suggestion to you. And let's say we want to ignore this one, we just click ignore, and it goes to big C, and it says you want to spell bigs or bricks, something like that. And if you have more than one of these occurring in your document, you can say change all, or you can say ignore all if you want to keep all of them. So let's say we put it to bigs and we can say change all. And of course, when all the checks are complete, it tells you we finished checking this story. And yeah, a publication in Microsoft Publisher is also like a story, as they call it. So do you want the checker to check the rest of your publication? You can say yes, or you can say no. In this case, we'll say no, and spell checking is complete, and you say okay. And that's how you do it basically. And I think another way is if you go through review, you can also see the spelling there, so you can also do that through review. Okay, so if we undo everything we've done, and you see review and spelling, you get basically the same thing. Okay, so and you can do the same that you have done. You can say change, ignore, and it picks. I said yes to move to the beginning, and it starts going to the other words from my document, and I can just say ignore everything, ignore, and it's finished checking all my pages. and I can say OK, and it comes back to page 2. And that's how you use the spell checking. So the other thing you want to do is Thesaurus, where you can try to look for a word similar in meaning, to another word. So let's say we want bigs. Select it, and we go to review menu, and here you say Thesaurus. Okay, so just another way to say the word you mean. So if you click it, it says we couldn't find any similar word. Okay, so we can skip that one. Let's close this. Let's pick another word. Let's say great. We select the word great, and we go to review and Thesaurus, and there you are. So there's a number of options you can choose from. And let's say we want to say boundless or unlimited. Instead of clicking directly on the word, just click the arrow down here and say insert, and this will change to unlimited work instead of great work. So let's put a space in between, and you can do the same with let's say fixed, review, Thesaurus, come to the box, and you can say okay, this is secure, and insert, and there you have it. And that's basically how you can use your spell checking and your Thesaurus. So let's close this and let's save. And thank you for listening, and I'll see you in the next video.